What's up guys, Atom Bacon here, welcome back to more Akiba Strip. In the last episode we went shopping with Kanti and ran into a rather odd man who seems to be from out of town. And we knocked out some side quests. And in this episode, we're going to be heading on to Junk Street. Although I should make sure I'm partnered up with Shizuku first. Okay, I am. Good. Alright. Onward to Junk Street.
I'm not sensing any synthesters here, but I am getting a feel for the town. Is it always so boisterous? I think I actually kind of like it. The place where I was raised was deep in the countryside, away from everything. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but even though there are other lively towns all throughout Japan, I get the feeling there aren't many others quite like Akihabara. The fact that such a place can even exist, it's almost divine in nature, as if all this were brought together by a god. There. The group of people over by that bargain sale. They're synthesters. Come on.
You're synthester hunters! Worthless scum! How can you stand against our glorious vision?
We've been promised S-rank rare goods for defeating you, so now you die in the name of limited edition strippers and figure variants!
We fight.
Let's go.
Alright. I just like to say I'm really sorry about my problem that I've had in a couple of my LPs. Actually, most of them. With my computer's background noise. I've tried just about everything to try to get it to shut up, and I also my mic is ridiculously, my mic reception is ridiculously low, but it just seems to get through anyway, so, yeah. I've tried, I just can't seem to get it to not be a huge annoyance. So yeah, I would like to apologize for that, but on to brighter things.
Come on.
Well, fuck. Oh my god. Shit. Okay, so.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. Well, I've lost my pants. So, even though I can heal my shirt, I can't get my pants back until the end of the battle. Although, I think there is a way to get lost articles of clothing back. Actually, I think it might be if you level up in the middle of a fight, I think anything you've lost comes back. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Thank you. Not quite enough. Alright, there we go. Her. Whoa. You are.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh wow! Actually, I thought I saw it blink. Crap. She's down. That.
Killjoy.
Step here. Come on. Are those? Okay, yeah, that's it. I couldn't tell if those were boxers or actually shorts. But they're boxers. That. Her. hate leggings because they always throw me off. I think they're still wearing pants. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe it's just at the end of a fight you can regen it or something. Not quite sure, but
You're
whatever.
not injured, are you?
It would have come back afterwards anyway.
It looks like we have a new problem. The organization is aware of us. They know we're hunting synthesters. I fear this fight is about to get much more unpleasant. We should return to Mogra.
Alright. If you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Cease your investigation into the synthesters. This is not advice. That's eerie. What do we have here? Proxy Animu. This one's funny. This isn't a nice one because there's no combat involved. Not what I meant to do. Go to the side streets. Probably gonna cut that stuff out because it was kind of just me screwing around with settings for a moment there. Now where's my client? Ah, here he is.
Thanks.
What uses for the camera? Soft map on Main Street. Tonopora on Main Street. Alright. So, if you don't remember the exact places he said, you can just check this. So, southwest. We'll go there first. Southwest. And basically what he wants us to do, if you didn't quite catch it, is he wants us to take pictures of strippism ads. So you just need to look for an advertisement for that show, or for that game I was playing, or, well, the game is based on the, there we go. These three should look familiar. Alright. And then the other one was northeast. And just go along until you find it, basically. They're there. There we go. There's an example of those ones that can be a little odd. There are, I believe, 3 picture-taking missions in this game. Well, 4, because there's the sister maid one. But, outside of the maids, I believe there are 3. There's this one, and then I know there's one where you take pictures of foods, and then there's one where you take pictures of various tourist attractions. And I love what the game considers tourist attractions in that mission, but that's not for a while, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. And we get money for taking pictures of advertisements, because he's just that goddamn lazy. And second one, overzealous fanboy. So for this one, we have to go to Radio Kaikon area. For some reason, I thought I remembered this one being in Electric Town Plaza, but apparently I was wrong. And I thought, okay, I think I remember which one this was, and he should spawn around. There he is. You, walking right there! Let's celebrate the future! Excuse me? Yo! Bro! Leave me alone! Hey! Fucking... Dude, you're causing problems for everyone, including me. Yeah, problems. Well, for starters, you were just smacking me in the face. The only shit here is you. Yeah, no, you don't have the right idea. Ow, Jesus. Ow. Did I just say Jesus cow? That's a new one. Whoa. Oh, jeez. This guy can actually be a bit annoying, because he has some very bizarre attack patterns. The double triple Xylem is a very interesting weapon, and I actually considered using it as my main weapon for the LP, but couldn't quite get the hang of some of its attack patterns, so... Ah! Get off me. There we go. One down. Two down. Headband to go. Expressive fan, yes. And he's out. The double triple Xylem. You get the money he drops, the money for the reward. Money for the reward. A guy pretending to be a chick. Oh my god. Anzutan. Anzutan has a great point there. For those not reading the names. The orange one, Anzutan. And on those notes, back to Mogra.
Looks like everybody's here.
So let's get this strategy meeting underway.
Chief, I'd like to point out that our primary person of interest has just fallen asleep on us.
Damn it! Wake the hell up!
What?
Well, that did the trick.
You sure weren't sleeping too well, though, judging by all that noise you were making. Are you okay?
I didn't even know I'd fallen asleep.
You must be exhausted.
Probably.
Well, okay. Never mind why you were sleeping. What worries me is, don't you think you've been pushing yourself way too hard out there? Like, what are you fighting so hard for? It's not just obligation, and I don't think it's even revenge.
I've had that same question. You were never one to stick your neck where it didn't belong. But now you dive right in head first every time, whether or not you can see the water.
You think maybe you were really a hero inside this whole time, and you just had to get stronger before you could show it. I mean, you are kickboxing with vampires, you know? That takes guts.
I just want to do my part.
I see. Well, just remember this. You may be a lot of things, but alone isn't one of them.
Thanks.
That's right. Taking everything on all by yourself really doesn't suit you.
Even if you just need some moral support, we'll always be here for you. We'll even listen to you rant if that's what you need. And we'll always give you our best advice. Although, don't ask Kaito's advice about girls.
What? Why? I know all the right dialogue options for every dating sim there is. Anyway, can we move on? I hate that this whole ordeal's been all about you. I want in on the glory.
And the truth comes out.
All right already. Sheesh. Let's just focus on the synthesters, okay? There ain't been no reports about any of this in the mass media, so the average Akiba citizen probably has no clue anything's up.
The subject has been broached on Pitter every now and again, but it generally gets dismissed as bogus by everyone else, and then that's the end of it.
We should find some way of letting people know about the danger they're in, even if it's nothing quite as large scale as a news report.
I agree. We need to get the word out to avoid the roads less traveled and keep out of dimly lit parts of town even during the day.
Oh, yes! I know! How about we have somebody famous spread our warning?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Like, if we could get Rin to tell people, we'd be set.
Especially if she told it to people during her live tour. That would definitely get the message across. What do you think, Shizuku?
I'm going out for a bit.
Huh? Wait! Man, she's fast.
Something got her flustered in a hurry. Is she one of those anti-Rin buzzkills or something?
Now that you mention it, she seemed kind of distant when we were heading off to Rin's street show, too.
I'm going after her. I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. Come on, let's all split up and look for her. I'll check Main Street, you head to the side streets.
Computer. Sorry again. Really, Nana? Now? Alright. I planned to do these ones after we pick up Shizuku. Like, no, pick up Shizuku and then do these before heading back. But I'm gonna take on my sister's mission right now. Can I team up with someone? Because I don't think I can go there alone. Looks like the only one I can team up with is Kati. So, let's do that. Now, this next sister mission is honestly probably the hardest one in the game, in my opinion. The sister missions... Now, it's not like the hardest level in the game or anything. Pardon me. But as far as sister missions go, which there are only 6 of, I consider this one the hardest.
Mission.
cake delivery boy. You don't want to eat it there?
Good luck.
Now, that line there, don't oh. Speaking of not jostling, that line there, don't jostle it too much. That is actually really important, because you are going to get, I'm just going to say right now, you're going to be getting into fights when you get these cakes. You cannot take damage. Save before doing this. Now, if you do take damage, it's not the absolute end of the world, as you can return to your sister and get, and then she won't accept it, she'll send you back, you can go back and get it again, but that does eat up the time that you have a limited amount of. So it's best to just save and start from the beginning. Now, what you really want to do in this, the best approach is as soon as you get a slice of cake, just run away. Don't try to fight. You want to find the maid with the red, and she will sell it to you. Made cake, yes, I'll buy it. You do have to spend some of your own yen, but you will be recompensated at the end, so it's worth it. Not that you really have much of a choice. Alright, so what you want to do here is just try to kite them out as long as you can. If you can get your if you can get your opponent to distract, or your partner to distract them, that's a huge help too. That technique I mentioned that I've used earlier for I also said fleeing in battle. Fleeing in battle. Use that to your down step. Well, use that to your advantage here, because you are going to need to jump back. Or you're going to need to get out of those battles without conflict, or without actually fighting. Yes. I mean, if you are really awesome, you can try to win those fights, and if you can do it without taking any damage, more power to you. But generally, it's not worth trying to risk it.
Ooh, good luck.
So she'll then assign you another cake to go get. This one now in Electric Town Plaza. And then the third one is either on the side streets or Junk Street. I don't remember which one, which is why I brought Kati, because I believe if it is at the side streets, then having Kati should allow me to go there safely. How fitting, I'm bringing the maid for the mission where I'm going and talking to a bunch of maids. And will you thank you.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Bye. Got the maid dreaming cake, and there's 2 of them now. Use your environment to your advantage when you're trying to kite them out. You try to use certain parts of the environment to just kind of trip them up, and that can make it a lot easier to get them to just confuse them for just long enough to put your weapon away, essentially, is all you need to do. And Pinafore, that is Junk Street. Okay, so I didn't need to bring Kati, but figured better safe than sorry. Where's the last one? Okay, didn't mean to get stuck in there. There we go. Ah, there you are. This one's probably the hardest to run away from, just because of the area that you're in.
Here we go.
if you get hit so much as once, you lose, the cake is jostled and you have to go try again.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh. Thank you.
Alright. We got the cake. We have our cake and she's eating it. And with that, I think I'm going to end this episode off here. Next episode, we're going to head to the side streets in hopes of finding where Shizuku ran off to. As I stare intently into your soul. See you guys then.